Welcome back to Where You Live with Gene and Tony. A much better choice than having me sing the into the segment.
You wanted to. You threatened to sing
I
theme
threatened
song
to do it.
From the Three Amigos.
That's right.
Right?
But,
I'll tell you.
Some other time.
Okay.
If you're just joining us, welcome to Where You Live with Gene and Tony. We're broadcasting from the Concierge Landscape Studios. We are also brought to you this hour by Extreme Exteriors. We have a little bit different format than we've had in the past. We are taping this show to be broadcast on Sundays. If you are listening, you can't call in to the station to get us live, but what you can do is give us a call on the Where You Live hotline. And that number, Tony?
952-224-2668. Leave us a message.
And we'll make sure that we cover that in next week's show. Your comments, questions on anything we've talked about or anything on your mind as well. I also like to just let our listeners know here in the second hour we've got a free subscription, a newsletter that comes out bi-monthly called What's New. We have a brand new State Fair edition that's coming out tomorrow, and it's yours. All you have to do is ask for it. Give us a call at New Concepts during the week at 952-922-2500. Ask for Courtney. She'll make sure that you start receiving your free copy. Well, we're going to be talking next about what one attorney from San Francisco, California, called the Board of Directors commandments. Now, this is from a gentleman named David Tate, an attorney at law from San Francisco. If you like these commandments, you can get them by going online to www.lexisnexis.com. That's www.lexisnexis.com. He has written a number of things and has some good information. I wanted to have us just comment on some of these because in light of what we've talked about here in that last segment about a board of directors and their responsibilities, I think this is a good thing for every board member to think about in terms of being able to act with credibility, consistency, and with authority in their HOA. And so the first one that caught my eye here is act with integrity and honesty and without self-dealing and require that of others. I like the idea of also requiring something of others. Unfortunately, with a lot of HOAs, you'll get people who, with the dynamics of a board, some people are afraid to just speak up. You know, there's always that person who's a little bit more forceful when they talk in making a point, and other people just kind of back away. You've seen it, haven't you, Tony?
Well, sure. Being a strong personality myself, I recognize it in others. And it's easy to kind of override the group or take charge or prevent people from voicing opinions. And sometimes people aren't even aware they're doing it. So somebody in the group should take it upon themselves to make sure everyone gets to speak.
Yeah. And, you know, the thing here, too, is that in talking about acting with integrity, honesty, without self-dealing, and then requiring that of others, that the idea of being able to call someone, that doesn't mean that someone else is deficient. That just means you've got a good relationship. I think about how it is with all of us as colleagues at New Concepts. And one of the things I appreciate so much is the fact that every once in a while we'll be talking about something, an issue, and someone will say, no, but what you really need to do is this. And you go, yeah, that's right.
Sure.
I shouldn't try to do try cut,
we share
cut a corner
opinions,
here.
and people are feel pretty free to share their opinions about how things should be done because of the level of respect we have for one another.
And in a professional setting, and that's the way a board of directors should be.
That's right.
There should be that within the board of directors.
And without self-dealing, to me, that means without putting yourself in first place.
Yeah.
Or how many times do we see someone join a board because they have one burning issue that they want accomplished at their house, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, dang it, I want my driveway seal coated this year. I've been asking for it for 3 years. I'm going to join the board and make sure that happens.
Yeah. How about you? What's one that catches your eye that you like?
I like this one, number 6 on the list. Know your responsibilities and make sure other people are in agreement about your responsibilities. That's a very, very good point. I mean, I may think I know what I'm responsible to do, but if you don't agree with that, then you just see me as someone not living up to your expectation, right?
Oh, yeah. If you think you have responsibilities and someone else thinks that that's their responsibility, then you're butting heads because someone says you're just butting in on me, and someone else is thinking, no, that's what I need to do.
Stepping on each other's toes all the time.
Exactly.
And knowing responsibilities, there's good tools available. The Multi-Housing Association publishes a booklet, and I think it's called The Board of Directors' Roles and Responsibilities, something like that, that outlines what the president's responsibilities are, what the vice president's are, what the treasurer and secretary. And of course, these can be tweaked for your particular community, but it's a great stepping off place to help define the responsibilities of each board member.
Yeah. Here's another one that I really like, and this is number 10 of the commandments here, and it says, rely on other people, including information provided by other people, only if you believe those people are reliable, competent in the matters that they are addressing. It says, only if your reliance is in good faith, after reasonable inquiry, as warranted by circumstances, and you do not have knowledge that would cause reliance to be unwarranted. In other words, it's basically saying, trust your professionals. You know, if I'm going to get a legal opinion, you want to be able to trust the opinion of the attorney. If you're asking for an opinion from your CPA, you want to be able to trust the opinion of the CPA. There have been in our history, we've known occasionally a couple people that are strong on a board, and they don't want to listen to the professional opinions of the people that they hire around them.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, I have told boards when I believe that, let's say the board decides they're going to get an attorney's opinion on the issue, I have heard myself saying when I think that the attorney's opinion is going to be very different from some of the strong voices on the board, I will say, please keep in mind that when you ask for an attorney's opinion, you're going to have to answer for it if you do not follow his advice or his opinion or her opinion on this. So be ready to have an open mind and take in what you're told.
Yeah. To me, this is really the great definition of what I would call executive action. You know, where you are delegating. People on a board don't have to feel that they are the ones that have to come up with all of the answers. With trying to take the time to hash all of that out. You have with you when you're on a board, you have a lot of professionals.
That's
Use
right.
them.
That's right. You don't have to invent this whole thing. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can rely on other people's experience and expertise advice. I want to say that property managers should remember this too. We don't have to know it all.
Yeah.
We don't have to have every answer for every situation. I always say we don't know a whole lot about a lot of things. We know a little bit about a whole lot of things. So we know where to turn, we know where to go, or we have a good idea how to find out what we need to know about a specific situation.
And I think that's exactly right. So when you, if you really appreciate and trust the advice you get from a property manager, it isn't necessarily because they are they're just speaking on their own. This is someone who has communicated and dealt with so many other professionals because they're taking the time to pull that information together.
That's right.
So that you, the board, can make that executive decision and move on.
And you're also benefiting from their experience with other communities with the same instance.
Yes.
Another one I like is make informed decisions. And that ties in kind of with what we're talking about, and it ties in with another one of the commandments. Ask people, what else do you know that I should know? And I mean, how many times are we asking that question, Gene? I mean, constantly. maybe not those exact words, but gee whiz, you talk to the asphalt contractor about the job. What's needed here? What do you suggest? What do you see that's needed here? What do you know that I need to know so that I can convey this to the board so that I can help them make an informed decision, right?
Yeah, if you like these commandments, there are some really other great ones here, too. We can't take the time to go through all of that again. It was, credit goes to David Tate, attorney at law from San Francisco, California. You can find that by going to the website www.lexisnexis.com. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, the next story we're going to deal with is going to be with asking the question, how much maintenance is enough? What is the responsibility of the board in an association? Back after these messages.